Edgar Brackett was probably the only one in Saratoga who could effectively put together a community bank, because in those days the cash resources were very scarce. Each president of this bank has had to deal with the community in very different circumstances, and with banking in various different circumstances. He had the wherewithal, not only personally to start a bank, but also the political clout to get the necessary charters in place, and he was also very well respected in the communities. It's funny to me now because many banks advertise themselves as community banks. The entire economy was based on the gambling and horse racing. It was a small little village, and during the winter the community basically went into economic hibernation. For a community bank to function as a community bank, it needs to be a locally owned institution, because the decisions on where the capital is deployed need to be made locally, and the profits from that deployment of capital need to be directed locally. So it was a difficult environment, and one of the early things that Senator Brackett tried to do, and did successfully, was attract some industry which would give people in the community year-round jobs rather than just summer jobs in the hotels. The Adirondack Trust Company has been blessed in that its ownership has understood the importance of maintaining a community bank for the city of Saratoga Springs. That's a remarkable thing in this day and age, because it's very easy to sell a bank and make a lot of money and retire. The lumber business was a principal business at the time, and Saratoga being at the foothill of the Adirondacks, I think there was some thought that we could garner some of the trade of the lumber business. So quite a few manufacturers were put on the boards from around the geographic area, and we see people coming back to community banks. Community banks are more efficient generally than the larger banks. It didn't take too long for the board, I think, to realize that that was not a good strategy, and they eventually, after a short period of time, concentrated on the Saratoga business and concentrated on making Saratoga a better community rather than reaching out to communities outside of Saratoga. We can underwrite better than somebody from a remote office. And it gets back to the character issue. We know the people in our community, we know what their reputation is, and we can make decisions more quickly, and we can make better decisions. And I don't see any technology overcoming that advantage.